Hi guys, sorry that I have not been recording like I want to, and I just hope this isn't going to come in so dark. I'm trying to get this before the sun light ends, which has been going quicker and quicker. But I wanted to just kind of briefly kind of show a little bit of a tour, not a full tour, but just a little bit. This guy here, my friend put a mouse on him here just to kind of be creepy. A fake mouse. My daughter's like, "What is that?" But anywho, I wanted to get not say get rid of him. It sounds so bad. But someone was supposed to get him, and they came and they got scared of him. So he still is here. So in case you don't know, I downsized from my larger home to my smaller home, and it's just not enough space in the smaller home for him. But oh well. So he's in this awkward position of being here because I'm kind of like, where else can I put him? Um, but anywho, this is my autumnal tree, autumn tree, fall tree. And basically, I had a challenge where I was supposed to keep the trees up year round and decorate them, and um, I failed. I failed the challenge because I did, of course, December, then I did February. It was a heart tree, and it just went away. It just, yeah. Okay. Anyways, but then I came back strong and I got back with it, and so all I did. This was from before. I just used the colors for. Excuse my fingernails. Oh my goodness, that's life. But I used the colors. This was already here. This was already here from Christmas, and I just kept it. And then I just added in. I disassembled. I had some like a little autumn foliage. I think this lady made these for me from Dollar Tree flowers, floral. So I just took them out of the pot that she had, and I just put them into the tree. And so it's a great way to do it if you are on a budget and you're like, I don't want to keep buying more flowers. Take them out of the arrangements you already have and then just reuse them in different ways. So this mantle is pretty much going to stay the same. Um, this was a find, and I love it because it kind of has like Victorian. You can see where I was burning candles. I had a candle set up here before. I can't seem to get that off of that the flooring. I'm sort of scraping it, and I'm kind of afraid of doing that because on the marble that's there, and then I want to get that marble like cleaned. Um, but anyway, so this was all here. What I hate about him being here now with his little mouse friend is that he's blocking the mantle so you don't see it. The tree already took some space, but he's taking the other space, so you can't even see the stuff I have on the mantle. Um, so anywho, going around, I've tried to do the whole cute bird thing aesthetic, and it just didn't work. I don't like the way it looks. This guy here was gifted to me, and I was like, what do I do with this thing? And it was in my closet for like forever, and then I felt guilty, and because I just don't do deer head type situations. But anyways, he's there and just nowhere to put him. But anyways, we tried the birds, and I don't know, I just don't like the way it looks. I'm probably going to change it 100 more times. Okay, so then over here, these are some dolls. She is really big and hard to deal with and move around, so and she will break, so that's why you see the plastic on her feet and everywhere. But she's Lady Grace, I think she is, for those doll collectors. And these are just very old. It's like an antique doll there. And I have her. She's a reproduction. I think a reproduction Armand Marcelli. I'm not sure. She's a repro made out of porcelain. And then she's holding her little dolls. This little guy, oh my God, I got him from a lady who was downsizing. And this shirt was handmade, and I just dressed him in it. He normally has a different little outfit that he wears, but I put him in a little pumpkin shirt, and it was handmade, and I got the shirt for just a couple of dollars. Thrifting. Coming over here, I'm trying to tell you where I got stuff. So this I actually got from a nice couple, and it will just have just the heat. You can have just the heat with no flames, or you can have just the flames. And so because my fireplace has so much activity going on here, I don't really use it, then it kind of gives me that the feels by having it. And right now it's just on because it is hot and it's starting to get hot back again. So it's just on, to keep that going. So over here, so I'm showing hauls as well as I'm doing this video because I just haven't had time to show you guys the hauls. But this is from a recent haul. Dollar General is marking down a lot of their spring summer, and for some reason they had these there, and I think it was just $2.50. So they go check out Dollar General and still go into their spring summer stuff that they're marking off, because you never know what they put there. I'm running out of time, I could see. Candle, normally I do Bath and Body Works candle, but this was at this is Spiced Pumpkin, and I got it last year on sale at oh my goodness, at Michael's. And Michael's is a place to go. I'm starting to find out for candles. I'm normally just strictly Bath and Body Works, but now I'm starting to check out Michael's candles. This was a thrifted find, and I just love it because I'm moving more away from quote unquote Halloween and going more fall decor, or as I call it, harvest decor. But I just love it still. It has the pumpkins, and I like that about it. This I got from Michael's last year after their Halloween sale. He was the only one left, and I got him for a great deal. These I thrifted, and I didn't know what to do with them, and I was actually going to, sounds bad, to toss them if no one wanted them. And I kept them, and I'm glad I did, because I was thinking, why do they have this? What is this? And I really looked at them closer. I'm like, oh, that's for autumn, for fall. Those are leaves, and they're angels, and I love angels. So I just hung them on. This is something my mom gave me, and I normally have pictures on it, and I just had them hanging from there, so it looks like they're flying or floating in air. These, believe it or not, are from a crazy place. They were like a CVS or Walgreens find, one of those, or Rite Aid, one of those places, and they actually do light up. The other one was a little beat up, but I had got them anyway, and this was back when I'm sorry, hopefully I didn't make you dizzy. This was back when everyone was doing the mercury. So they look like they're mercury, but they're really more of a plastic. But the colors, I didn't even know they lit up until long after I got them home. And they changed different colors. This lamp was given to me, and she was so sweet, and I love it because it does have that vintage look. My style of decor, and I'm sorry if I'm talking fast, but I'm not sure how much recording time I have. My style of decor, I would have to say, is eclectic, because I was a whole lot of traditional Victorian in my much larger home. But when I downsized to my smaller home, I realized, I can't keep all of those pieces. So I gave a lot away. I donated. But I still like the vintage decor, but I had to make this home I wanted it to be more cozy and comfortable. So I realized I did need some modern type pieces to mix in, I guess you could say. So this is actually antique, so that's what I was going with. I do have still some antique pieces. And these are a Dollar Tree find, and I love them, and I went to get more of them that were made just the same, the heavier pieces, and they were all gone. And I was like, because they had them last season. Then there was a few that came back this season. A few people spotted them, and then I guess, I don't know, hopefully next year they'll have more. This was a thrifted find, and I have not been to New Orleans. I've been to Baton Rouge. I did not get a chance to go to New Orleans, or as they say, New Orleans. I think I'm probably saying it wrong. Too many years in Germany. But it just reminded me of like having a window there, and those beautiful scroll type, metal type things over the windows and stuff. And so I just kind of set that up. These look beat up, and I'm not sure what to do with them, but I did put some dried flowers in here to kind of add a little bit more realness to it because it just looked kind of crazy. The big mirror behind is, oh my God, I'm trying to remember where I got it. I think it was another thrifted find, and oh my goodness, I was going to give it away because I'd given so much stuff away and the lady did not want it. And I said, okay, I will just keep it. And I'm glad I did because I just put it on my sofa table because I just wanted more light. But then, of course, I went and put something in front of it. So I just, the whole clearing of the light. So this was a thrifted find that I had gotten recently. This was a find that I had gotten. Now, there's a place that sells a bunch of things that come from hotels, and this came from a high-end hotel, and it even has outlets on it, so you can plug in your phone, you can plug in other devices, which I thought was pretty cool. And I still have to do renovation on this home, so I'm not using the outlets for it now. Oh, look, he's still changing colors happily. So then let's go here, behind here, because this was so ugly underneath here because I had paperwork that I was storing here because I just don't have the storage that I would like to have here. So I put this in front of it so you couldn't see all my papers. And it's an old antique mirror, and when I first got it, I wanted to clean it, and as you can see, that did not work out well because the type of material it's made out of, it just destroys it. So I can't put cleaner on it. I just try to wipe it with water. So it always looks to me grungy and everything. This was gifted to me. I believe this was from Dollar General, Harvest and Gather here. And it was bizarre because I was walking around the store, wanted it, did not have it in my budget to get it. And I went to work and there it was sitting on my desk, and a coworker had decided to give it to me. And I'm like, you're kidding me. Oh, these two little guys here. One is, of course, like a scarecrow. The other looks like Red Riding Hood. They are not F&B dolls. They are Madame Alexander dolls. And again, I got them thrifted. Oh, and then here, I just... this right here was a mud pillow, recently thrifted. I kept this on just to show you it's a mud pie. And that was the pricing, $24 to $18. And then I ended up getting it for $2. And it just says, y'all. Trick or treat. This was also a little thrifted pillow. And it says Happy Halloween at the bottom, but I just covered it with that. I'm moving away from, I guess, totally of a Halloween kind of thing and going more with harvest or, you know, fall type things. This guy has been through a lot. My little one pulled, this was all beaded here, but she pulled it all off. But I said, oh, you know what? That kind of doesn't look so crazy. So he stayed. And I pulled him out because I realized, oh, he has the colors, because I wasn't sure what to do with that pillow. This guy just flipped this way, but really this is what he says. Farmers Market Company, Provisions Company. Again, he was part of the new haul that I got. I got him for like $2 or $2.50. Ed, and he's a nice sizable pillow. And I got him at the Dollar General. Again, they had a bunch of, like, it was kind of like farmish type decor that they were marking down in their summer decor. And I was like, oh, okay, they count that as whatever. This is from a new haul. This was a $3 thrift, and I saw it, and it's a throw, but I just put it on the back of this sofa. If you look at my old video, I was given this sofa set, and I just cleaned it, and it's just been amazing. And before, I would not have liked it. It would not have been my style. I would have said, ew, it probably belongs in a den or something. But it is so comfortable that I'm just like, where was I without it, you know, before. So what else? Okay, so the pictures up here, these pictures are of like British hunting scenes. There's another one there behind this big guy who I wish that I would have been able to decorate more, but I kind of spent all my decorations over here on this one. So he's kind of, and this is a vaulted ceiling, so he's pretty tall. And he was a freebie. A person gave him to me. Actually, they want to give me another one, and I just didn't get time to go there and get it. But I was like, you know what, that's enough. But these were, a lovely lady was downsizing, and she was directly from England. I'm sorry, this one, which you can't see, I'm sorry, and this one, she was from England, and she had those pictures from England, and her mom, funny enough, was making her downsize. And she's like in her 30s, 40s, and she said, I have to downsize, I have to let him go, but at least they're going to a good home. And I was like, cool. And then this one was a thrift find, and it's a huge picture. You can't tell from here, but it is another hunting scene, and I believe I paid only $3 for this picture. And I'm just gonna put my hand here so you can see how big it is. That's my hand there. But it is a very, very big picture for like $3. And what I like about them is, again, my style is very eclectic. I like tradition, anything that speaks to me of tradition. And to me, that's just all that represents, is like a tradition. Not necessarily the act itself, but tradition, more or less. I'm sorry, I'm looking at these crows, and I'm just like not feeling the way it came out. Anyways, so I'm trying to be sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, okay, so here, just a plain coffee table. I've had this coffee table for years, and then my little one, she started doing damage to it. But this was a freebie, and I just don't do orange. I put these in here just to kind of give it some other color to it, texture, if you will, to it. And because I just so much orange, it was orange, and I just want to dilute the orange in the basket. And it's a wooden basket. And then I put this Our Nest, guys, is a rug, a small little rug from the Dollar Tree. And I just turned it into like a table runner, so to speak, and put it there. I also have one on my dining table. I'll show you guys a video of that too. And then the candles, believe it or not, was again another weird place I went to, like a CVS or a Rite Aid or Walgreens, and they had a sale a few years ago on their autumn items, and I got them at a great deal. And then the little white candle things, they're candle holders. I turned them upside down to give those a little bit of height. And so there you have it. But yes, so basically, I would have to say majority of these items are either thrifted items, or they are bought on sale. And that's pretty much what I do, where I wait for sales to happen, and I will then go ahead and go and get them after the holidays. So, and I hate that in a way, because there's stuff that I really want to get, and I love to have it out immediately and when everybody else has theirs out. But I mean, I can't do it because, you know, I have to watch my budgeting. So I have to really watch that. So if you're on a budget, that's what I would say do, is wait till after the holidays and then go ahead and get your items. And then you can bring it out the next season, you know, of the next year. And then, like I said, some of the items were given to me, like the sofa set as a matching sofa over there. I'm going to show you guys in another video. And the tree, this big guy, he was given to me. The lamp over there was given to me. So sometimes if people are, if you have friends and they have items that you like, don't be afraid to say, hey, you know what? If you ever decide you don't want that, I would love to have it. And I've had people say that to me. Well, you know what? If you ever decide to get rid of that, let me know. And then you could do like an exchange, where they have an item you want, you have an item they want, or whatever. And sometimes you could shop each other's homes because, you'll find, and I've been finding, styles change. If anyone would have said I would have anything with sunflowers, period, or orange, I would have been like, that's way too much. But here I am. But I saw someone decorate and they used orange, but they used it with different colors. And it kind of, to me, mutes the orange up a little bit or breaks it up. And I was like, oh, I can do that. I can incorporate orange or the sunflowers as long as I have some of my tones that I like, which I like, a lot of the deeper tones, the deep reds, maroons, greens, the dark greens, the blues, dark, like not totally dark blue, but like a lighter blue, greens, that type of thing. So it's kind of what I did. And then back here, this picture was a thrifted find, and this place that I went to, oh my goodness, they had the most beautiful pictures. And so when I had my shop, this was actually in my shop, and I worked with animals in my shop. And so this just said everything to me. It was a beautiful woman, young woman, being very pensive, and her faithful animal. And he's very much on the alert. Look at that face. I mean, you see that face? He's serious. She's very pensive. But it's just a beautiful, huge picture. I mean, it's been through a lot. You can see, but I don't care. I love it. And so when I closed the shop, I kept it and I just put it here over the mantle. And this is from made in Germany. It's angels here. And this starting to fall off, and my little one just put it Scotch tape. Literally, there's this, you can see the Scotch there. So I have to figure out what I'm gonna do to fix it. Maybe get it working again. But it reminded me, I did used to live in Germany, and I was like, oh, it's pretty cool to have something from Germany here. And then these are Automatos. Oh, there she goes. But she moves, and there's a wind up on both of them. And I got them from two totally different places. And when you see them, you just don't see them very often. And it's so hard to keep clean because they get so dusty, because this is all velvet. And it's like, oh, how do I clean it? But they move, and they to the music. Like this one moves up. Okay, forget about that. Let's knock something over. Okay, there she goes. That's just odd because I thought she was done. She moves very slowly. So they do move. My camera's not focusing right there, and it focuses, of course, right at the end. But so they do move. Okay, she's got more left to go. That was creepy. So anyways, she moves as